That being said, let me give you the benefit of the doubt. Grandma Coco when she was young. Is there a young grandma? Oh man, it's a f***ing little girl. Are you for real? Oh, didn't see you there. Don't mind me. Just reading about the intersection between feminism and late-stage capitalism in America. A troubling reality. Anyway, I heard you sent me some hear me outs so that we can go through them together and judge one another. Perfect. Let's get right into it. The tiers today are as follows. We've got Le Connoisseur in the top tier, of course, for the visionaries of the hear me outs. Is that a LeBron joke or a language of love joke? No one really knows. We got Game Recognized Game. If you put someone in this tier, I appreciate you. I think I know what kind of person you are. We got 2 beers deep. If you're chilling with the homies, you drink 2 beers, they hit you with this hear me out, you don't even have to think too long about it. It's a wood. Depends on the day, kind of 50-50. Personality matters more. Okay, you're just wrong. Game Recognized Game, Ugly Edition. Pretty self-explanatory. And Serial Killer. If you mention someone in here, I would not leave you with my children. And this is a very special episode of Hear Me Outs because I went really hard on the non-conventionally attractive angle this time. A large majority of these characters are either abstract or just straight up weird, but don't worry, I threw in hotties here as well. And the first thing we're doing is making an amendment for my last Hear Me Out video because I ranked the sunflower from Plants vs. Zombies very low. I got a lot of comments that said, bro clearly doesn't know who Solar Flare is. Let me tell ya. Game Recognized Game. Let's take a look at Solar Flare real quick, man. Solar Flare PVZ. We're gonna be taking a look at a lot of these characters on Google more often this time. Now, last time, I ranked the regular old sunflower. What a moron! I get it. It's not gonna be in the highest tier because let's just be honest, this sunflower is conventionally attractive, man. She's the girl next door. You were friends with her when you were a kid. Oh my god. And then the summer of your freshman year after college, you guys start hanging out again. She nudges you on your shoulder. But it feels different this time. It's not just a friendly nudge, and you feel different this time. Way different. It takes a big man to own up to his mistakes. I'm putting Solar Flare in Game Recognized Game, and now we can move on to the characters that didn't make the cut the first time. I like to start these videos by putting someone in the bottom tier and in the highest tier so that we have some sort of baseline in regard to everyone else. Let's start with the bottom tier serial killer. I'm gonna put Pesci from JoJo in the bottom tier. Now, if we take a look at Pesci from JoJo, we can find something very interesting. He is perhaps the single ugliest thing I have ever laid my eyes on. What the fuck is actually this? I'm getting angry looking at this. Holy. I kid you not, I think that there is a creepypasta about a child losing his vision after accidentally watching JoJo's Part 5. You are a serial killer if you legitimately think this is attractive. He looks like a thumb. He looks like a penis. He looks like so many other things that I don't even want to mention because I don't want to keep looking at him. He looks like a carrot, dude. Oh my god, he's veiny too. And he looks like a pig. He legitimately looks like you took any ugly thing that you could ever think of and condensed it into one. And he's annoying in series. So I don't know what to say, man. Thank you for your suggestion. Serial killer theme. You're helping us establish a baseline. On the other end of the spectrum, and this was a great pull, we've got the italic font. In particular, in Times New Roman, the goat of fonts. Look at this. It looks sleek. It looks elegant. If sexy is written, it better be written in Times New Roman italic. The only issue I have with the italic font as a concept is that some other fonts just don't do it for me. Like, let's take a look. Like, if we take a look at Comic Sans, here's its regular font, your paragraph text. If we italicize it, it does nothing for me. It just makes it look more sarcastic. Your paragraph text. Your paragraph text. You know what I'm saying? And it's not even sarcastic in a sexy way. What about Arial? Okay, your paragraph text. That's the Arial vibe. Now we get your paragraph text. It's just slightly slanted. This one's not any sexier. So, should I put it in the top tier? I think so, just because Times New Roman is that good. Look at that X. This is the math X. Alright, now that we've established our baseline, I want to talk about the broom from Baldi's Basics. This was submitted by Nova, a long-time viewer. Appreciate you, buddy. Before I put it anywhere, let me read your justification. For Baldi's broom, you'll really need to hear me out. In my headcanon, I imagine gotta sweep, sweep, sweep as a muscular and tall man. and he's kind of obsessive, all because of his voice. And because his only job is to clean, I imagine him as an Asian. And I really love slanted eyes. What are you trying to say? Answer this on the internet. Me personally, I'm going to elect to say anyone can clean. Anyone can do whatever they want. That being said, I'm going to push back on you a little bit because I disagree with literally every single thing you said, and I'm going to operate under the assumption that you're being held hostage by Baldy. The broom lives in a closet. Shout out to my New York viewers. It listens to a bald man who does unspeakable things to children. This is a perfect example of why personality matters more. That's all I can give you. Oh, its name is actually Gotta Sweep? It has a name. That's interesting, that's interesting. Why is it so low res in every picture? Oh, okay. I think this was pretty interesting. I didn't know what it was, but I feel like the goat man's gotta go in 2 beers deep. Let's look at some pictures, because I'm sure not all of you know who the goat man is. I did not know who this is. What? What is bro telling you to get away from? Oh, it's a dead body. I literally missed that. So, legendary half man, half goat. I think I'm missing some lore here. What the, Five Nights at Freddy's? Alright, that being said, let's take a look at this picture because it's the most famous picture of the goat man. His body is not to be slept on. He's got some good shoulder definition. Look at those traps, look at those biceps. His neck is a little too long, his beard a little unkempt, but he's warning you. So I think honestly it's fair. 2 beers deep, you get a little bit of a buzz going, and if the goat man approaches you, so someone suggested Johnny from Sing, and I gotta come clean, I've never watched the movie. I'm an adult man with better things to do, such as play Roblox with children. I thought really hard in putting him in serial killer, but he's just not Pesci level. I'ma put him in game recognized game ugly edition. First of all, coming right after the goat man, his build is not it. I understand he's a gorilla, so the writers were trying to be lore accurate. His legs are just too small, torso way too big. It's something about him makes me uneasy, man. He's got the eyes of a killer. This is not the eyes of a simple singer. Look at this. He kind of reminds me of Elton John. Like, some people are attracted to him, but I'm scared of him. Also, I picked Elton John completely randomly. This is nothing to do with homosexuality. I love all people. I don't even need to say this in this video. I feel like we know this at this point. Anyway, moving on. Someone also said the creature from Smile 2. Now, I don't know what this looks like. I just put this placeholder image of some guy smiling from the movie. So let's take a look together and see what we can find. Okay, there seem to be content warnings here. Which one should we click? Let's go with this one. This better be good. The Smile Entity. Huh? What the fuck? Wait. Okay, it's not cute. Obviously, it's ugly. But why? It doesn't look as scary as I thought, man. Huh? It's kind of cute, dude. What? What the hell? It's a horse? I mean, I know you guys are lying. There's just not a chance. Oh, you can actually beat the entity? I guess that gives it some points. So what's the story behind the Smile Entity here? Like, why was... Dude, I can't, man. Every single time I see this video. That being said... I mean, it's gotta be serial killer, right? No, actually, hear me out. I'm gonna put this in personality matters more because I feel like I've seen people who look like the Smile 2 entity, which is with skin. A lot of people suggested Ditto in base form, I think specifically. I'm gonna put Ditto legitimately in depends on the day. The one thing I can see that Ditto really has going for him is that he has the limber ability, doesn't he? Yeah, dude, limber ability. Or imposter. Actually, this is really good because in a relationship, you can kind of use both. You can either be really limber, for reasons I don't need to explain, or, in my experience, I found that being an imposter, kind of a manipulator and deceitful, actually works really well. Anyway, back to what's important. Base form Ditto is just a slime. He's like Oobleck. I don't think you can be really attracted to that, man. And I know how you guys think. It's all about the body. What can you do with the body? I don't think it's that much. Ditto's strongest argument comes from the fact that it can transform into anything, including Solar Flare from PvZ. Also, she's looking at me, man. She's looking at me. She's not even looking at you. Oh, man, that's so crazy. Apparently, a character that has a lot of different forms are the nymphs from Rayman. Now, I know nothing about them again, so let's take a look-see here. Okay. First thing I'm noticing, well, okay, one of them is addicted to heroin. Everyone else has gotten a boob job, and they all have the same face, except for the two dark-skinned ones again. Last time we were taking a look at the Teletubbies, I was asking why people didn't like Lala or Dipsy, and it turns out that they were dark. The nymphs and Rayman I can totally see. I mean, yeah, when you're a kid, this is something that sticks with you for sure. A lot of fan art. Certainly a lot of fan art that's kind of boosting. Oh yeah, it's definitely boosting the ratings here. Alright, issue here is that the nymphs are certainly conventionally attractive. So, the highest I'm gonna put it is 2 beers deep, right with Goatman. It's not the same as Solar Flare. Solar Flare stole my heart since last video. So I'm gonna keep the nymphs at 2 beers deep. Then we've got the concept of the homies, as in your friend group. This one is really tough to place. I mean, depending on what kind of person you are. Like, if it was me, I would put it in serial killer. Just kidding. I love you guys all. But I think, honestly, for the sake of being wholesome, we gotta put this in the connoisseur. Not only that, if we think about this critically, there are far too many shows and movies, media in general, that talk about friend groups or friends getting with one another. It's something that everyone just thinks about. If you've never thought about it, you're a liar and not a human being. And I mean, look at this Adventure Time group, man. It's also kind of hot because it's forbidden, in a way. You know, this is something that you would never admit to anyone unless you were making a YouTube video about it. But it's always in the back of your mind, you know? Like when you hang out with your friend for the first time in a while and your first thought is, damn, I need to kiss him right now. Yeah, so interestingly, someone suggested the grandmother from Coco. I'm gonna put this in serial killer. This seems like a federal crime for multiple reasons. The point of the movie is the grandmother dying also, and I don't think they mention what part of the movie they're attracted to the grandmother during. That being said, let me give you the benefit of the doubt. Grandma Coco when she was young. Is there a young grandma? Oh man, it's a fucking little girl. Are you for real? Alright, we got another Pokemon suggestion. We've got Tentacruel, and I know a lot of people are probably gonna think immediately, it's gotta have to do with the tentacles. I actually disagree. I'm gonna put this in game recognized game solely for the, like, I mean, look at how cool the face looks like. Let me paint you a picture here. Tentacruel is nonchalant. Tentacruel is a fierce competitor that doesn't like losing. Oh, I used Tentacruel back when I used to compete in VGC in middle school, and I think I got top 8 off of that. I think it's a super underrated Pokemon, and I see where you're coming from. The only issue I can see with Tentacruel is if you stare at the black part of its body for too long, you actually kind of lose sight of what's going on. Stick and absorb, baby. Stick and absorb, you know what I'm saying? Next suggestion, Melina from Grandblue. Now, I have no idea what that is. Let's check it out. Honestly, I don't even know what Grandblue is. Let me Google that first. Grandblue. Grandblue Fantasy. Welcome to, it's an anime game. Oh, shit, fuck, shit ass. Okay, I see where we're going. Okay, I think we're working with the pink dragon here. I see, it's a little sloth-like, a little bit of a thicker girl. You know, this isn't even the same thing. There's only 4 pictures of it. Is this even a real thing, dude? Okay, at least it has its Wikipedia page. There's so little information about this. This young dragon was scorned. It's a minor every time. And now I have to dance around it to not get the wrong image of myself online. Power of its ancient blood, bound by a pact, has been awakened. Okay. What about second art? What? What the fuck? This is its. How did it? This one looks way cooler. What's its base sprite? Okay. Okay, I'm so lost as to what's going on. Why is this one the coolest thing I've ever seen? And then the other 3 images are all just this little pink shitter. Alright, so it seems like I've made a mistake picking this image, but we're gonna roll with the punches. That's what it's all about. I'm gonna put this, I think, in 2 beers deep. You just gotta imagine that you're 2 beers deep. If you don't drink, if you're too young, if you don't know what being drunk feels like, imagine you squint your eyes like this, and then you rock your head back and forth, and now your friend is asking you, would you do this? And I think under those very special circumstances, you might just say yes. It's not like Tentacruel, it's not like my girl, and it's not like Italics. So 2 beers deep is where it goes. We got Hank Schrader of Breaking Bad fame. I think he is also the definition of personality matters more. I mean, he's a family man. He hates drugs. We know he poops. He's just... No disrespect to my cameo legend. He's just not it. Let's find some cameos, actually. It might change my mind. Let's see what we got here. Sussy Baka.
Walt, I don't know, man. You've been seeming sus lately.
So dumb, dude.
It's almost like we have an imposter among us.
Okay.
I saw that you wanted... Don't lie to me, Walt. You sussy baka.
Yeah.
And Quandale Dinglenut
This is
will
so
take your
dumb.
Robux generator.
This is why the internet is invented, man. I don't think I can put him this low after saying those. I'm gonna put him in depends on the day. If it's no. But it's not the actor. It's Hank Schrader from Breaking Bad. Personality matters more there. He's just not a sexy guy in Breaking Bad. He settles for a wife that is a kleptomaniac, and he ends up dying to white supremacists. Me personally, I would never. Not because they don't want to kill me. Alright, I've never played the game Ultra Kill, but Minos Prime was suggested. Another humanoid. And another case of, I think, game recognized game based on this picture. Man, I don't really know what he is. It seems like a cosmic entity, and you can like see right through him. He looks pretty cool. Huge fucking forearms. Jesus Christ, everyone's so ripped. I like when a character's mysterious. He reminds me of Spot from Spider-Man, but with a little more aura. Oh, okay. I mean, dog, you're telling me he's not sexy? Apparently, every single character is sexy online. Although, there's literally a rule of the internet about that. Dog, what is this game even about? Every picture of this dude is him flexing. Alright, next up we've got Karen from SpongeBob, and immediately I'm gonna put that in Le Connoisseur. And I mean, come on, how could you not? You might be arguing that she's actually too conventionally attractive, but I counter that by saying, she's a fucking robot. TV. The fact that you think she's so conventionally attractive while being a robot says everything that needs to be said. And I think she's married to SpongeBob IRL. Oh my god. Thick Karen. Okay, Plankton. There's so much hot fan art of her. People, you cannot tell me with a straight face that this is supposed to be conventionally attractive. The fact that people make things like this en masse says everything, man. And she's a rapper. Then we got Jim Dumbbell. Not Jim, just like from the gym. I can see where you're going with this, but not really. I'm gonna put the Jim Dumbbell in personality matters more. Jim Dumbbell is more like a brother, more like a friend. Someone I've known all my life. I would not want to taint our relationship by taking this to the next level. Unlike Solar Flare, whom you haven't seen for a while, and then you see again during your freshman year summer, you see Jim Dumbbell as well, and you just think to yourself, damn, I'm so glad Jim is my friend. He makes like those corny jokes, makes you feel better, but he doesn't do anything for you. He doesn't make no butterflies in my stomach when I look at Jim Dumbbell. Look what he does to my hands. Wait a minute. All right, how do we feel about crunchy peanut butter? Okay, so I just typed in crunchy peanut butter. Does this fucking look crunchy to you, Google, you imbecile idiot? I hate when this happens. Oh, this is perfect. This is a side-by-side comparison. Although now I can't shake the fact that crunchy peanut butter also kind of looks diseased. But that shouldn't stop us ever. Okay, I've thought about this for a while, and I think, ideally, it goes in 2 beers deep. Hear me out here. Your homie doesn't even say anything to you, just has a jar of crunchy peanut butter in his hand, looks at you, raises an eyebrow. You take it from there. Man, what the fuck is this? Savathun from Destiny 2? I don't play Destiny 2. I actually have a life. Time to learn about this one. Oh, fuck. How could I forget about this? Savathun, the Witch Queen, formerly known as Sathona, is a hive god. And sister to Ziva Arath, god of war, and Arix, the Taken King. Right. Okay, Savathun. Whoa, you kind of look like Grandma Coco. What the fuck is going on? When does she become a cosmic horror? Why does she have a baby? There's so many questions I have unanswered. Is that a Silk Song reference? I want to put it in game recognized game, but again, I still don't feel as uncomfortable looking at Savathun than I do as Johnny. So personality matters more. Marvin from SML. You know what the beauty about these videos are? I get to learn so much about not only your depravity, but about things that I know nothing about. So let's take a look at Marvin, man. What even is SML? Can someone explain this to me? Super Mario Logan is a YouTube channel where Logan 30acre makes entertainment videos with his friends. Ah, shit. He's a loser. So he's one of the main characters of the SML series, a former adventurer, plumber, and the husband of Rose, the adoptive father of Heffy, and Tony the Tiger, and the older twin brothers of Louis, formerly known as Luigi, and Mama Luigi. It feels like I stumbled upon something I shouldn't have stumbled upon. Look how long this wiki is. What is going on? Who's Rosalina? Does he pull? Okay. She's a real housewife of New Jersey. Not a lot of confidence inspiring me right now. You bitch! He calls women bitches. Oh my god. Oh my god. Yeah, so it seems like he doesn't have a great personality, and he's a little fugly. So I'm actually gonna put him in Game Recognized Game with Johnny for the first time. Make yourself at home, my guy. I guess it's only natural to jump to King Koopa right after. And this is another character that I think you can make the argument for being conventionally attractive. That being said, still putting him in Game Recognized Game. He's zaddy. I think if I don't type in Bowser hot, then we're just gonna get too many of the same pictures. So let's see. Okay. I was sorely mistaken. The Void Worm from Rain World. I don't even know what this fucking thing is. We've reached the point where your guys' suggestions just devolve into nothingness. Rain World loud. Void Worm ambiance. Okay. You know, last time I had a tier for mythical mental instability. Don't know why I thought that I didn't need one this time, so I'll be right back. Alright, there we go. That should work. Too much faith in you tier. I'll put the Void Worm in there. Alright, we got Scarecrow of DC fame. He's just straight up ugly. I think that what went along with this suggestion was that he just has a cool personality, but I can't put him in Personality Matters More. Have you seen what Scarecrow looks like? I also just don't know if his personality is one of charm or charisma. Like in an evil way, I see what you're saying, but it's not working for me, man. Well, when someone hits this kind of pose, my guy has the dental hygiene of my local crackhead. I can't put him higher than Johnny, dog. I don't think we need any introduction for the green M&M. I mean, her whole thing is being sexy. Now, she's a little bit of a temptress. I feel kind of uneasy putting her in Game Recognized Game because no, I have to drop her. 2 beers deep. She's too conventionally attractive. I mean, she knows exactly what she's doing. Like, she's tempting you to cheat on your girlfriend. Conventionally attractive. Simply too conventionally attractive. Alright, the Ant Queen in Hunter x Hunter. Not my cup of tea. Does seem to have breasts in this image right off rip, and we know that she has maternal instincts. I'm gonna keep her and tentatively depends on the day, but let's take a look at some pickies. And you didn't even suggest this one, although she did birth this technically. I wonder what she looked like in her prime. This one gives us a pretty good shot of her entire body. She's not actually particularly thick. She does have a thigh gap. And whatever is in between those legs is very reminiscent of... I don't know. Okay, that picture kind of convinced me. That being said, I'ma put this in 2 beers deep. I think that's fair. Chilchuck from Delicious in Dungeon. I have no idea who this is, but man's got some fucking hearers on him. Jesus. He's 29. This bro is 29? Oh my god, I know exactly what kind of person you are based on this suggestion. Wait, hold on. Is this actually him? How old is he here? 30? That's what happens when you reach 30. He just looks so young. So again, know what kind of person you are. I'm gonna leave it, it depends on the day. For me personally, I feel like I have to say, for the record, on the record, I'd drop him down, but I'll keep him here. Now we've got another conventionally attractive one. We've got the Hex Maniac Trainer from Pokemon. This is a Pokemon trainer. Wow, there's a lot of Pokemon ones today. That goes unnoticed. I think that you are so onto something. Game Recognized Game. She is a goth girl. No, she's actually not even goth. She's insane. I was so wrong. What happened here? Oh my god. What do I think about the new assumed design? I don't mind it at all, to be honest. Scrolling through these pictures, what the... Yeah, maybe I'm a better person than I thought compared to others. But it's not right to fault her for the depravity of others. And the green M&M is looking at me right now. I think she's standing with me. Kuchisake Onna of Japanese folklore. Yeah, this is definitely a personality matters more thing. She's a little bit scary. I think that's her whole vibe. Although, actually, straight up, you take a look at the rest of this tier. She definitely belongs and depends on the day. 2 beers deep might be where she needs to go. No, I have a better idea. We'll make a new tier. Okay, perfect. Now we have 20 beers deep, which is pretty self-explanatory. I'm gonna put her in 20 beers deep. Maybe I jumped the gun. Although, oh my god. She's a mask fish. Kuchisake is a mask fish. And last but not least, we got Knuckles the Echidna. I'm gonna put him in 50-50. Out of all the Sonic characters, Knuckles, man, really? His hands are huge. He's not known for being fast. He's not even the strongest Sonic character, even though that's his whole thing. And honestly, his personality is just never vibed. I also think in the live-action Sonic movies, yeah, just so you guys know, this is a real actor. He looks the worst out of the main trio, in my opinion. Nah, man. He's built like a fucking cardboard box, dog. These 2 characters behind him right now, way cooler, way sicker. Shadow's even got chest hair. He's gritty. Sonic for you younger folk. Shadow for the older ones. Alright, that's our list. Should we change anything anywhere? I think our sexy tier is actually perfect, and our game recognized game tier is perfect also. The one standing out to me right now is Hank Strader. He can't be this low, man. This is not fair. Okay, and the only thing standing out to me other than that was Pesci. And that's our list, so let me know how I did. Would you move anything around? Would you change anything? How are my justifications? If you enjoyed this video, please consider liking and subscribing. I love making the community videos for you guys, so if you want to see a part 3 for the Hear Me Outs, or you want to keep up to date to give me suggestions, make sure to subscribe and stay subscribed and view the channel. And if you have any suggestions for other future videos, let me know in the comments down below. Go check out other videos on the channel. We have a whole library of extremely variety content. We're bringing back the old YouTube. You know how these things go. Leave likes, leave comments, share the video. Really helps a lot. Until next time, this one wasn't as weird, but I'm glad that we stuck to the non-conventionally attractive theme. More so. I love you. Goodbye. Yeah, there's a secret ending to this video. I don't know who needs to hear this, but Saratoga water bottle? Smash.